YouTube, you may have seen my last video regarding the Grohmann No. 2 trout and bird knife. Before I can recommend any type of outdoors product, I like to give it a thorough test. So I've just come back from fishing in my float tube, and I've got a nice trout. It's about a 2 pound, just slightly under, and I want to show you how the knife actually performs. Now don't judge me by my skills dealing with the trout. I'm no perfectionist or expert, but I can get the job done. So I'll show you how the knife performs with one of its primary purposes, the trout. So I'm just going to go out and get the knife ready. And this is the trout. This is just from a local lake that I fish at. It's actually the biggest fish I've pulled out of there. So I like to do my trout a little bit differently. I like to take the head off first, and then I clean the insides and then take the fillets. Now I'll go ahead and actually split the swim bladder. I'll go ahead and remove all that. Okay, so that's pretty messy. I'm going to just go and rinse it. Okay, so we've just rinsed that off and had a bit of a... That's me. So I've rinsed it off, had a bit of a clean up, got all the blood from the spine. Now I'm going to actually just take the tail off. Now I'm going to actually cut down the spine. Going to turn the fish and then just feel my way down the rib line. Say I'm not an expert at this at all. We're just going to continue that to the end of the fish. And then with the lateral bones, I think they have a specific name, but ones that stick. What I actually do is just leave them in. That's the tricky bit. So there we go, it's not too bad. So next thing I'm going to do is just cut out this lower fin. And what I do is actually look for the line of the splines. So it's just this line here. What I'll do is cut a small V. And then when I pull this piece of meat out, all the bones are contained within it. So it feels good. So I'll just put that one to one side. Go back to the knife. I think the tip actually is very good. It's very nice for actually initially splitting the fish. Does a good job. Blade's nice and sharp. I do like the rounded blade. It gives a nice leverage. You can actually rock the blade. So I'm just going to do the same on this side. Just find that rib line and then just try and catch it and then right at the ribs. This is one of those things, if anyone can recommend any videos where I can learn how to do this in a better way, then I'm always for learning. That's not too bad. There is a bit of flesh at the top there, but yeah, that's fine. There we go, nice filleted trout. So I think the Grohmann knife has actually worked out excellently, and it certainly stands up for its name as a trout knife. I think it made fine work of that fillet, although it may have been a little bit clumsy in my hands. I'm not an experienced filleter, and you can certainly learn a lot more from watching other YouTube videos of experienced people. But I do really like this knife. I would recommend that you went out and purchase one of these if you do a lot of fishing and you're into perhaps some small game hunting. And even if you're not Canadian, I recommend you actually pick one of these up. I hope you've enjoyed the video about the Grohmann knife. It's not a survival knife, but what it's advertised for, it does extremely well. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, leave me a comment, maybe a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.